part of William Blake's mythology as he moved into middle age and into old age was the idea that there are four different ways that we can see the world. Blake famously wrote, "As a man is, so he sees." And he often said that the tree to the miser is not the same as the tree to the poet. So the way that we form our character dictates how the world will appear to us. For instance, to take a more modern example, if I'm a land developer and I see a forest, what do I see? I see shopping malls and money, but if I'm an ecologist or a landscape painter, I see something else entirely. So Blake believes that there are four basic ways that we can choose to perceive the world. The highest way, the most powerful way, the best way to perceive the world is to see it as Eden. Now for Blake, Eden is not a particular garden that shows up in the book of Genesis in the Bible. For Blake, Eden is a way of seeing. When I'm inhabiting the realm of Eden, I feel unified within myself. My reason and my emotion are in harmony. My masculine and female parts are in harmony. My energy and my forms of that energy are in harmony. And in this state, I am an artist. I am in a mood to create. I'm not overly troubled by self-consciousness. I don't look before and after and pine for what is not. This is the state of what Blake calls the poetic genius, or the prophet. So in this case, there's a sense that I'm in harmony not only with myself, but indeed I'm in harmony with my environment. There's not a sense that I'm a subject over against an objective world that is out to get me or that I'm out to control. In other words, I'm not ruled by fear and desire. I'm ruled by compassion and curiosity. We are rarely in the state of Eden, but that is the state we should aspire to. One step down from Eden is what Blake calls Beulah. That's the realm of sexuality. Beulah means married land. So in the realm of Beulah, I am gendered. If I'm male, I identify with my maleness. If I'm female, I identify with my femaleness. And I can't really create as well as I could in Eden because I'm consumed by romantic desire. I'm seeking a romantic partner. And that causes me great fatigue. So to rest from that, I often will fall into states of reverie or fantasy. I might even sleep and dream. So Beulah is not only a realm of sexual desire, it's also a realm of rest, a realm of mild moony luster is what Blake calls it. Now ideally, we move back and forth between Eden and Beulah. We go to the Beulah world to sort of have experiences that we can translate into the art of the Eden land, or Eden realm, or we rest up in gardens or in shadowy places, and we are recharged to go back into the great work of creativity. Now, one step down from Eden is what Blake calls generation, which we could call the natural world, kind of devoid of human thought and emotion. This is the Darwinian world. A world where we're controlled only by the instinct to survive. We're ruled by fight or flight, as opposed to Beulah and Eden, which are realms that might call forth charity, imagination, compassion, which are emotions that animals probably don't have and that plants probably don't have. So generation is the natural world. It's a violent world. It's the struggle for existence. We sometimes fall into that world. We don't want to stay there too long if we're human, because you're not going to create much art in the world of generation because you're struggling too hard just to survive. Now below generation, which is Blake's hell, it's the kind of the worst way you can inhabit the world. He calls this realm Ulro. And this is the world where we live totally consumed by fear and desire, and we see the world as this kind of threatening chaos, and our goal is to impose order on that threatening chaos. So ultimately, in the Ulro state, we like deserts, we like icescapes, because these worlds aren't threatening to us. These worlds allow us to live in what we perceive as total security. but of course these worlds are dead. So Ulro is a place where basically we're so much keen on controlling everything that we impose upon the world orders that make it static, that take away its dynamism, and that ultimately make it dead. So this is the world of Urizen, who fears otherness, who fears chaos to the point where he tries to make everything in the world around him but a manifestation of his own ego. So there you have it. We all inhabit these different realms at different times. Sometimes we're in Ulro, say when we're extremely depressed, we are in Ulro. Generation, again, when you really feel stressed to the point where you're really driven by a kind of fight or flight. Beulah, when you're writing love poetry, or when you're dreaming about your beloved. And Eden, when we feel totally sort of at home in the world, and we are not troubled by time. We are only consumed fully in the present moment in which we are creating our art. And our art doesn't have to be poetry or music. It can be gardening. It can be an athletic skill. Just any elegant form that expresses our inner vision.